Good evening, my name is Annika Bakamekarin.
And I'm Olivia Thompson.
And welcome to the RP Valley Voice. Our top story tonight is that the Rushford Days 2021 will be happening. Thanks to the dedicated volunteers on the Rushford Days committee, many of our favorite activities will be taking place as scheduled. Here to tell us more is Rushford Days committee volunteers Jennifer Hengel and Jennifer Fine.
Hi, I'm Jen Hengel.
Hi, I'm Jenny Fine.
We are part of Rushford Festivities, the organization that puts on Rushford Days every year. So for 2021, we're going to have a festival. So we kick off the week of July 12th is a Monday. We kick that off with a Queen pageant. And it sounds like we've got enough volunteers.
Yes, we did a local call out on Facebook and actually got quite a few volunteers, so that's wonderful news. Still waiting to hear if anybody's interested in helping us out with the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, that is a big event that we're really looking forward to having, but if we don't have enough volunteers to actually help put it on, we are concerned that we won't be able to actually have it this year.
So if you're willing to help with the parade, that will be Saturday, July 17th. So let us know. You can email either one of us. It's either
Jen Fine, F-E-I-N-E @gmail.com
or jenhengel@gmail.com.
So a few of the highlights that we'd like to share that we know for sure that will be happening that week are:
we'll have the Queen pageant as we talked about on Monday of that week, and so we hope that there's some young women out there who want to participate and be ambassadors for their community, and will enter into the pageant.
Absolutely. On Tuesday, we are looking at the city swim at the aquatic center.
And that's for teenagers. You have the teen swim that night. And Wednesday is our
car cruise.
Yeah, car cruise. I think the car cruise is it for Wednesday. Yeah. So Lee and Kayla Volkman are again putting that on for the Rushford Festivities group.
And Thursday we are planning on a wine tasting, and this year they're hoping to bring in some distilleries, which will be fun. And then following that up with our teen dance a little bit later on in the evening.
Yep, at the Fest Tent. We're hoping to have both of those events at the Fest Tent that night. Yeah. And so then Friday, Friday, Saturday are going to be the bigger events with more activities. We'll have the mutton busting and the burnout Friday night, plus we'll have live music. Hit Faced will be performing at the Fest Tent.
Yep. And then on Saturday we have another band in the evening, but throughout the day we'll have our kids activities with some water slides and some potential other things that we're trying to get organized and lined up.
Yeah, and we'll have our pedal pull that day as well for the kids, and so that kind of will be the big day for the kids, and possibly the family dance later that afternoon too on Saturday. And of course the parade, if we can find those volunteers, will be that evening too before the live music. And the performers that night will be County Line Drive. So.
And then on Sunday kind of wraps up our festival, but we're hoping to still have some food vendors down here, and also
the beanbag
tournament.
Yeah.
Yes, in the Fest Tent. Yeah.
So if you'd like to volunteer, please contact us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen and Jen. Also, back on the Rushford Days docket after a year off is the annual summer production of the Rushford Area Society of the Arts. Here to tell us more about that is Debbie Berhow.
Hi, my name is Debbie Berhow, and I am so excited to have been chosen to direct the RASA Community Summer Musical in Rushford, Godspell. It's coming to you this summer during Rushford Days. We're going to have a get to know you meeting on May 8th if you're interested in auditioning, but you don't have to attend that one. But auditions will be held on May 13th from starting at 6:30, and on May 15th starting at 10. So make sure you come. We need 5 strong females and 5 strong men to come, ages 15 and up, so we can get a good cast for this musical. The musical Godspell is based on the Gospel of Matthew. And while it brings to life many of the parables, I believe it is the right play for this year because it strives to teach us that no matter how different we are or how different our opinions may be, that we can always come together and build community with one another. For auditions, you will need to bring a piece that you have prepared to sing a cappella, no music. It's preferred that you have it memorized just because it gives you more freedom. And then you will also learn a short choreographed dance, simple, no complicated steps, and you will also be asked to read from the script. I am looking forward to finding the most amazing cast possible for this show, Godspell, because it's worth getting that out to the community and building a community as we do it.
Thank you, Debbie. It sure is nice to have things to look forward to this summer. But something to look forward to much sooner is the 20th Bluff Country Studio Art Tour of Southeastern Minnesota. Tour the countryside and shop for unique art on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 23rd through 25th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is an excellent opportunity to visit area artists at work in their studios.
Hello, this is Colin with Turned Right Handcrafted Art in Peterson, Minnesota. And we are going to be on the Bluff Country Studio Art Tour coming up here at the end of the month. And just thought we'd show you a little of what we're going to have on hand. We will be available 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday through Sunday, April 23rd through 25th. And I will have the turned pens and seam rippers and bottle openers and the other turned wood items that I do make available for sale. And I will also have my vintage sewing machine collection available on display for people that are interested in that to take a look at. Well, this last year has been difficult for working artists in the area. Most of us had our entire art show seasons canceled, and we've had to move to online sales, and that's been an interesting transition. Having people out and about in our shops not only supports us, it allows us to interact with people, which is why we got into this in the first place, and it does support other local businesses because you'll be stopping to buy gas and eat and do things like that as well. Ideally, we would like to see this year, as things start to improve, where we can get back to something similar to what we had in years past. Obviously, this year we will still be taking precautions. We are going to ask for 6-foot distancing between people. We are going to be requesting masks and the use of hand sanitizers, and we will be putting some occupancy caps on the building, probably no more than 3 or 4 people in the building at a time. Now, for our business, we will be taking advantage of the outside space we have as well, weather permitting, and be able to set up inventory outside, more in the traditional art show setup so that people can shop without having to come into the building. We will have a sign up for the door prizes, and it's going to be done contact free. We will have a QR code that will be posted, and you'll be able to scan it with your phone, enter all your information, and be entered into the door prize drawings without ever having to pick up a pen that somebody else may have touched or fill out a piece of paper. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you the weekend of the 23rd through 25th here at Turned Right in Peterson.
Thank you, Colin. Lori Hungerholt's Root River Baskets in Rushford will also be on this year's tour.
Hi, I'm Lori Hungerholt. I'm the creator of Root River Baskets, and I have been making baskets for about 10 years now. It all started back when we first moved here. I went down to the sewing machine shop in Winona, and they had a small piece about this big around that was coiled up, and I just went home and took it from there. I just started playing around, and it grew into a business for me. And after 10 years, I'm still not tired of making them. I just love making them. The stone on each of the baskets comes from the Root River. A lot of times my husband and I will go kayaking and stop along the rock bars, and we find these stones with all the holes in. And it just makes a nice way to attach a stone to each basket and puts my signature on each basket. Okay, so this one has a wood handle, and I just love spending time out in the woods. It's calming for me, and I hunt for these weirdly shaped handles. And they're all naturally shaped, and I just bring them home, maybe sand them or clean them up a little and put a little polyurethane on to bring out the natural wood color, and makes for a great handle. This is a new project that I did this year with basket making, and I have added a lid to the basket which just slides up and down on the handle, and it makes for great storage, maybe for your yarn projects or your kitty cat toys. I have been doing the Bluff Country Studio Art Tour for about 5 years now. Of course, last year it didn't happen. This year there's going to be a few changes made, but all in all, people are welcome to come on over, and it's free to go to all the different artists, stop in, see how they make their art. I can give it a little demonstration as well, how to make the baskets, and yeah, it'll be a fun weekend. Yeah, hope to see you there. Come on out.
For a free mobile app of the tour, go to bluffcountrystudioarttour.org. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through grants from the Southeastern Minnesota Arts Council and Minnesota Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Additional support is provided by the River Arts Alliance. Rushford-Peterson Area Cub Scout Pack 53 would like to thank the community for their generous donations to the Rushford Food Shelf. Donation cups were placed in area businesses to collect funds through the month of March, and a change from the usual food drive. Special thanks to all the businesses that hosted donation cups to raise money. The total raised was $1,422.27. Cub Scout Manic Star presented a check to Andrea Anderson at the Rushford Food Shelf. A reminder that the annual Lip Masters fishing tournament is Saturday, April 17th. Registration is at 10 a.m. to 12 noon at Nordic Lanes, and the cost is $6 a person. The tournament starts at noon, and weigh-in is at 5 p.m. back at Nordic Lanes. There is also a kids category. This event takes place rain or shine. Rushford American Legion will have a sausage, gravy, and biscuit breakfast on Sunday, April 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Carryout is available by calling 864-2166. North Prairie Lutheran Church will be hosting their annual meatball dinner on Sunday, April 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. with carryouts only. Everyone is invited with meal tickets available at the church. Drive up with your meal and it'll be delivered to your vehicle. Funds raised will help support the individuals and families with food insecurities. SEMCAC in Rushford has many used 3-inch black binders that they would love to rehome. Local businesses or organizations should call Joyce at 507-864-7741 if interested in any binders. Please call soon. Rushford Community Foundation has funds available if there is any needs out there. The organization has not had many grants submitted since the pandemic. Learn more about applying at the foundation's website, smifoundation.org/Rushford, or send an email at rushfordcommunityfoundation@gmail.com. Fillmore County Journal has expanded further into Houston County. The newspaper's reach is now 19,000 households every week. Tessa Agnes is now the new sales rep for the Rushford-Peterson Valley area. Nordic Lanes holds Thunder Alley each Friday night from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Lights and music for all you can bowl for only one low price and free shoe rental. Call ahead for reservation at 507-864-7799. Food Service Week of Action was launched in Minnesota the week of April 12th to encourage food service employees to go get the COVID-19 vaccine connector. Make sure employees are signed up through Minnesota's Vaccine Connector. The connector is currently prioritizing food service workers. Community representatives of the Rote River Trail towns voted unanimously on February 17th to accept Chatfield into the organization. Rote River Trails Town's mission is to promote the recreational trail systems of southeastern Minnesota's driftless area as a regional destination, and to link people to an outdoor experience while fostering community connections. Chatfield offers many outdoor recreation experiences, including a hiking trail, a HV trail, and water access along the Rote River Water Trail. Please visit www.roterivertrail.org.
Rushford-Peterson School News. Rushford-Peterson Community Education mailed its summer booklet this past week with many summer programs for youth. 2 changes since printing of the booklet are as follows. Basketball camp will be June 7th through 10th. Rookie baseball games will be held Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Special thanks to all the businesses and organizations that contributed to the community education to help make these programs possible. You should have received a booklet in the mail, but it can also be found online at the school's website. www.r-pschools.com. The Rushford Peterson speech team continues to perform well with only a few weeks left of the season. Each week has been a building block working towards these finals weeks, and the team has been improving each week. Congratulations to the speech team members on their wonderful performances Saturday at the subsection contest. Here are the results with the following members advancing to section Saturday, April 17th. Hannah Linder, first place in prose. Zanessa Anderson, first in storytelling. Julia Maynard and Isabel Olson, second in duo. Annika Bockham-Eckern, second in drama. Kennedy Dupenbrock, fifth in drama. Cambria Bauer, fifth in poetry. Olivia Thompson is a first alternate in humorous, and Hayden Dahl, second alternate in storytelling. Spring sports have begun. We have spring sports previews with golf coach Luke Rye, softball coach Jeremy Tesh, and track and field coaches Jen Hengel and Brenda O'Hare.
Well, we are co-oping again this year. I'm hoping for a successful year. We have some new athletes out. We've got 14 boys, 5 girls in the high school level. I'm looking forward to a successful season. It's going to be a short season. All the golfers have worked hard. They're really dedicated. They're going out on their own on the weekends, and even after practice, they'll stay longer and hit a few extra holes, play another round of golf. I've seen a lot of improvements with the new golfers that we have this year. Some new ones that didn't go out for golf in previous years. They're really improving quickly. Yeah, we started a little later because of the COVID regulations, and basketball got pushed back and stuff. So we didn't start as early as we wanted. So yeah, it's going to be a couple weeks shorter than previous. And without having a season last year, and not practicing at all last year because of COVID, I'm really hoping that we do well, and I have high expectations. Joe Hatch is our assistant and junior high coach, and then Brett Eglin from Lewiston is the co-head coach.
In our home competitions at Ferndale?
They're split. We have 2 home meets at Ferndale, and we have 2 home meets at Heartland and Lewiston.
Okay, and is the public able to attend those?
As far as I know right now, yes.
Okay.
But they just have to stay back.
Oh, sure.
Spectators are allowed, but they just have to stay back.
Okay.
And they have to follow all the guidelines.
Okay.
Hi, this is Jeremy Tesh. I'm the middle school science teacher here at Rushford Peterson, as well as the girls varsity softball coach. I just want to talk to you a little bit about our upcoming season. Currently, we have 12 players on the team, grades 9 through 12, and we have about 12, 13 girls out grades 7 through 8. We've kind of started our season so far. Everybody played a game this past Friday against St. Charles, and we just finished up playing a game against Schaefer Academy this past week. Both games went great. It was really fun to kind of see the rust come off the wheels a little bit and get playing this game again. Our upcoming games that might be of interest. This Saturday, we are actually hosting a doubleheader against Mabel Canton. Game times are 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. After that, the following week, we play Chatfield on Tuesday at Chatfield. Then we're home against Dovriota on Thursday. Those games will start at about 4:30 in the afternoon. And then Friday, we have a doubleheader in La Crescent. Everybody is always welcome to come to our home games in particular, show support for our great kids here at Rushford. A couple other things, as far as our coaches, the assistant varsity coach is Holly Eckern, and we have 2 junior high coaches, Jody Eggert and Allie Oyen. If you're interested in more dates for softball, you can definitely check our school website, and we certainly hope that you will come out and enjoy watching our team, and hopefully the nice weather that's going to be coming here this spring. Go Trojans!
Hi, I'm Brenda O'Hare, and this is Jen Hengel. We're the co-head coaches for the Rushford Peterson Houston track program this year, and we're excited to have 5 talented assistant coaches. We have Danielle Lesser as our jump coach and sprint coach, Haley Kiefalver as our pole vault coach, Ricky Smith as our throws coach, Jenny Helgamo as our junior high coach. And we have Megan LaFleur as our hurdle coach. And we have a volunteer this year helping out from time to time. We're pretty excited to have 73 total athletes with 19 high school girls and 17 high school boys, 16 junior high girls, and 21 junior high boys.
So we did not get a track season last year, as most of you know, with COVID. So we have some athletes returning this year that had some strong performances in 2019 that we'll tell you about. Emma Geiwitz is one of our Houston athletes. We do co-op Rushford Peterson in Houston. So Emma Geiwitz was all conference, and she was a section qualifier in long jump and triple jump. Allison Pappenfuss, also a Houston athlete, was one of the record setters for the 4x200 meter relay. And Brielle Rasmussen, one of our 10th graders, was also in that relay that set a varsity record. Allison was Three Rivers Conference champion in the 200 meter. She was all conference in 2019, as well as a section qualifier for the 200. As I mentioned, Brielle Rasmussen, now a sophomore, set a varsity record with that 4x200 relay when she was an 8th grader. She's returning, and she was also a section qualifier in the 200 meter back in 2019. On the boys' side, we have Ben Weiser, a senior. He was first in shot put and second in discus in 2019 at the subsection meet. That made him a section qualifier. Brady Guile, now a junior, was Three Rivers Conference in triple jump. He was all conference, and he was a section qualifier in the long jump, triple jump, 100, and the 200. We also have Tyler Rizloff, who's a junior. He was a section qualifier in the 1600 meter and the 3200 meter back in 2019. And last fall, he placed third in the Section 1A cross country championships. So these are just some of the highlights for the 2021 season for track and field. We have a whole bunch of new athletes that have come out, 7th, 8th graders, and some 9th graders too. So not having a season last year, we're kind of gonna be surprised, I think, by some of the talent that we have. So
try to come out and join us at some meets. We've got 3 varsity home meets and 3 junior high home meets.
So we hope to see you at track and field.
In this week's teacher feature, we will be getting to know first grade teacher Becky Lind and high school business teacher Joel Hinke.
My name is Becky Lind. Actually, it's Becky Lind. I teach here at Rushford Peterson Schools. I teach first grade. I have taught almost everything. Almost everything. Yeah, I've taught almost every grade, but my favorite right now, because I'm teaching it, is first grade. So that's where I landed, and that's where I think I'll probably be for the foreseeable future, which is great because I love first graders. They are hilarious. They're still not jaded enough to think that I'm kind of lame, and so they still laugh at my jokes. My favorite thing about the new school is the people that I share it with. I love everybody here at school, the community, because it's actually the community's school. So that's my favorite part. My most memorable experience at RP? Oh, every day is a memorable experience here at RP. It really is. It's just, I don't know, you never know what's gonna happen when you walk in, and so I guess that's what keeps me coming back. It's just great. I love it. One thing I can't live without. Well, love, I guess. You gotta have love in the world. I suppose probably sugar, but I should live without sugar. If I had $1 million, I would find a way that I could turn it into more than $1 million and then do some this word always trips my tongue a little bit. Philanthropic things with it, because there are so many worthy places that, money can help people. And that's what I would really like to do. After I got, like my own finances maybe taken care of, and so I didn't have to worry about that. Someone who I greatly admire. I don't know, I have so many people that I admire. I guess I really don't know one person I really admire. I have a lot of people that I really think do a lot of good things, and I admire them for that, but so I don't know. These are tough questions, man. If they made a movie of my life, the celebrity that would play me she's dead, but it would be probably Gilda Radner, because I think she's just crazy enough to pull it off. My advice to students is, and I just told this to my first graders this morning again. I always tell them that my grandma told me this because then they listen a little closer. I really don't think my grandma ever really did tell me this. I just like to say that so then they perk up. But I tell them to be kind, do good, and happiness will follow. So we talked about that again this morning. And they said, you say that all the time. And I said, I know, and someday then, you know, you can say it to your kids and say, oh, my crazy first grade teacher always used to say this. But that's what I tell them. And sometimes it sticks and sometimes it wears off by the end of the day. But if I keep saying it, they'll, you know, maybe take it with them a little farther down the road. So that's it. I don't know did you write on the back?
Hi, my name is Joel Hinke. I teach business and marketing here at Rushford Peterson Schools. I'm also involved with the football program and girls basketball program. I originally grew up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I attended Oshkosh West High School, quite a bit bigger than Rushford Peterson. I graduated with 500 kids, so it was kind of a shock when I first started to work here, but definitely have grown to love it over the years. I went to school at Winona State. I played football there for 5 years. I graduated with a business education degree. I live in Winona right now. Currently going to be moving to Rushford though this summer. Me and my fiance, we just got engaged over Christmas. We also have a 7-year-old dog that will be moving with us too, so we're pretty excited. My favorite thing about the new school building, all of the resources here are phenomenal. Growing up in a bigger city and going to a bigger school, you would think that we would have a lot more of technology type stuff, but having the one-for-one Chromebooks, tablets, breakout spaces, smart boards, all of these resources for students and teachers to be able to use is definitely something that's very unique. My most memorable experience at RP in the past 3 years was probably just initially getting hired and starting the business program here. RP used to have a business program up until 1992, so I had the honor to restart it and try to reinvigorate a little flame and love for business and marketing here in the town. One thing that I can't live without, and my students know this and are gonna laugh, is Red Bull. I have a Red Bull every single morning. I know it's bad for me, but it's an addiction, I guess. If I had $1 million, honestly, I would probably just sit and stare at my bank account. I can't really fathom having that much money. But if I had to do something with it, honestly, I'd probably put a lot of it towards retirement or towards the end of my life. Teaching intro to stocks and investing, having that initial investment early on will definitely contribute to my wealth further on down the line. So that's my technical answer for that one. If they made a movie about my life, the celebrity that would play me, I would say Tom Hanks. He's kind of an actor that can do any type of movie, whether it's comedy, whether it's sports, serious action. So I think the versatility of Tom Hanks would kind of come into play there, and he could grow a beard kind of like mine. Someone that I greatly admire, I'm a big football fan, and in my opinion, the greatest quarterback of all time is Tom Brady. I greatly admire Tom Brady, the way he approaches every single day, noticing that the little things build up to the big things, treating everybody the same and fairly is something that's very important for success. My advice to students is don't dig yourself into a hole, whether it's life, whether it's work, relationships, you name it.
Once you dig yourself down, it's very hard to get back up. Life happens, so you will trip and stumble and fall, but it's how we react to those instances that really define who we are.
Signing off, I'm Annika Baca-Meckern.
And I'm Olivia Thompson.
Thank you for watching the RP Valley Voice.